Well, Harrison, the Rio Fire Department responded to calls of multiple field fires here approximately 3 hours ago. At that point, the firefighters saw 3 separate fires in the fields behind me, which are directly next to town. Now, things got really dangerous when the fierce wind here started blowing south to north directly towards the homes here, and that led to a major response from units, with 14 different local departments helping out. Farmers in the area made sure to assist as well, tilling the ground with tractors to stop it from burning. And as far as cause, we don't have any concrete details yet, but the fire department did confirm there was a combine on fire in the area initially. And Harrison, for a little bit of background, when I got here at approximately 3:30, there was still smoke everywhere, rising as high as the tree line. But as you can see now, that's mostly cleared up, and all 14 of those local departments have gone home. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Jonas. And you can keep up with this story on our website and on the NewsAid app. There you can get breaking news alerts and the latest accurate forecast from our team here. Download that on your device for free today. All right, let's bring in weather anchor Peter Warner now to break down this elevated fire risk that we've been seeing. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Harrison. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that yesterday, right? The potential for fires to kind of spread rapidly here with the conditions that we're seeing.
Well, no secret, it's been snowing a lot out there today. That's why we issued a weather impact alert earlier in the week to warn those of you traveling for the holidays. We're taking a live look now at road conditions. This is 35th and North Main Street in Davenport. As you can see, the car is pretty stacked up with snow there, a lot in the roads. Snowplows are hard at work today trying to clear snow on the roads. With the big holiday travel period, this is making things pretty rough for some of those commuters. Weather anchor Peter Warner joins us now with the latest on these conditions and what we can expect moving forward. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Harrison. Yeah, it's almost pretty.
It's almost
right?
pretty.
We will do one on. If you're inside, you're not traveling outside. It's like a winter wonderland as we, like you say, we kick off the Christmas season, but it is that significant travel impact that we've been watching here as well. That's why we have this weather impact alert issued.
Okay, it's the backside of Wallace's, guys, the garden center. I'm not getting closer.
That's video and sound recorded from Amanda Dupre this afternoon. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Tonight at 10, I'm Harrisonbelsanti. We're following developing news tonight out of Bettendorf, where a large structure fire broke out at Wallace's Garden Center this afternoon. Tonight, federal prosecutors are asking a judge to reject an effort to rule out capital punishment in the case of Luigi Mangione, who's accused of shooting and killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last year. His attorney's now asking the judge to dismiss a federal indictment that makes him eligible for the death penalty. They say it'll be impossible for him to receive a fair trial. The prosecutors say the death penalty is still on the table because they feel that while it's a high-profile case, there are ways to ensure Mangione receives a fair trial. Tonight, Chicago police say a 14-year-old is dead and 8 others injured during a pair of shootings after the city's Christmas tree lighting. It happened just before 10 p.m. last night. Officials say a separate shooting nearby left a teen dead and a man injured. Police say they spotted a large group on the sidewalk in front of the Chicago Theater when shots rang out, and the group scattered. ABC 7 in Chicago says witnesses heard gunfire and people could be seen laying on the ground. Police are investigating as 6 of the victims are in good condition and 1 is in fair condition. Locally tonight, deputies say a man is dead and a woman is hurt after a shooting in unincorporated Cambridge. The sheriff's office says a 911 call came in just after 6 last night from a home on the 1000 block of Bowling Road. Police found a 26-year-old man and a 21-year-old woman inside the home with gunshot wounds. Deputies and EMS began life-saving measures before both were taken to the hospital. The man later died while the woman is in stable condition. Deputies believe it was an isolated incident and say there's no danger to the public. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Henry County Sheriff's Office. Tonight, Galesburg police are investigating a serious 2-car crash from this morning. Around 9 a.m., officers were called to the 1300 block of South Lake Story Road. Police say both drivers were the only people in their vehicles. One of them had to be rescued by firefighters. Both drivers were taken to OSF St. Mary Medical Center, then were life-flighted to OSF St. Francis in Peoria with severe injuries. Their names have not been released. The Illinois State Police are assisting Galesburg police with that investigation tonight. Well, coming up on the Iowa side of the river, you can go buy your own Christmas tree at Brady Street Stadium. Plus, the holidays are rolling into Davenport today as the city kicked off Festival of Trees. Those stories and more next. Stay with us. News 8 at 10. We'll be right back. Trump was rushed off the stage when several popping sounds were heard. According to the former president's representatives, he is safe and was treated for his injuries, but at least one person was killed and 2 others were injured. Rachel Scott was inside the rally and has the first-person account of what happened. We want to reiterate that former President Trump is safe, according to a spokesperson who says he was treated at a local medical facility. This is video of the former president's motorcade leaving a hospital in Butler County, Pennsylvania. A statement says President Trump thanks law enforcement and first responders for their quick action during this heinous act. In response to the attack on the former president, President Joe Biden's re-election campaign has pulled all attack ads off the air nationwide. President Biden also said that he's grateful to hear former President Trump is safe and doing well, and that he's praying for him and his family and for all those who were at the rally as we await further information. Former Congresswoman Gabby Gifford, herself a victim of political violence, issued a statement earlier on social media saying, quote, "Political violence is terrifying, I know. I'm holding former President Trump and all those affected by today's indefensible act of violence in my heart. Political violence is un-American and never acceptable, never." Giffords was shot at a political event in 2011 and has since become an advocate for gun violence prevention. Donald Trump giving his thoughts quickly after the announcement. He says Biden was never fit for presidency. He attained the position by lying, and those around him knew he wasn't capable of getting the job done. And locally, we spoke with Iowa Congresswoman Marionette Miller Meeks to get her reaction to this breaking news. And she says this is something her and others guessed would happen.
Well, this is something that we anticipated would happen after the debate. The Democrats have been covering up and lying about Biden's cognitive decline for years. It's been very apparent.
U.S. Senator Dick Durbin says Biden has always put his country first. He was determined to put our country back on track, and America will forever be grateful for all he's given to this country. Now the Democratic Party must unite behind a candidate to defeat Donald Trump. I will do everything in my power to help with that effort. Rita Hart, chair of the Iowa Democratic Party, says she's thankful for Biden's accomplishments. She says his endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris speaks volumes of her competency and experience. However, she says national delegates have the ability to vote for whoever they choose.
I'm confident that Iowa Democrats will unite behind a candidate who will defeat Donald Trump this November.